Hi, I'm Reginald, and this is our first segment of Getting to Know Your Home. I'd like to thank Denise of Neighbors Keeping It Real for allowing me to take a time to show you some simple in-the-home tips that can help you save in maintenance costs. Our first task that we're going to tackle today is the flap. Have you ever come across your toilet and you just hear it filling up for no reason? Usually it's a $5 problem, which requires you to have to replace the flap on the inside of your toilet. I went on and took the liberty of separating this piece, which can be just discarded, which will allow for you, once you open the top of your toilet, we can see the inside of the guts and see the flap that's on the inside. And as you can see, I went out and purchased the same type. This here, first thing you want to do is shut the water off to the toilet. And you have a shut-off valve right there on the back side of the toilet. You shut the water off tight enough so that it won't fill the water up when you release the water and open up the flap. Because what you want to do is drain the water that's in there right now. And as the water's drained, just let it go down as much as possible. Okay, see, by shutting off the valve, you notice that there's no intake of water while you're trying to replace the flap. And just pull the flap off the ears of the flush valve. And as I said, a lot of times if it's damaged, or if you hear it leaking, you'll feel it in this black stuff that come off your hand. And that goes to show you that the life of the flap has probably gotten to its last days. What you do next is just take our little chain off the lever arm. Take it off. You want to discard that immediately so that any of the black stuff that's come off it won't get on the floor or anywhere else. Then what you do is take the new flap, pop it right back in the same place, right on the ears of the flush valve. Real simple. And like I said, this usually takes a little less than 5 minutes. Sometimes you may have to find the right flap to fit or adjust to the flush valve that you're using. And a lot of times what you want to do is just try to match up the one the same as the other one. I think this should be a simple task, but there we are. So what you do is take this off and put it on the flush arm. And they have different areas, holes that you can adjust to the proper fill valve amount. And you just take and close the little metal flap back. I usually push it against itself. And then that allows you to do that. Then what you do is make sure the flap is able to lift up and down freely, so that when someone normally uses the toilet, the flap arm normally goes up and down like it's supposed to. This one's getting stuck a little, so I just adjust it a little bit more. Okay, and we just take the arm and make sure it lifts up properly, like so. Then what we do is turn our water back on and allow for the toilet to fill up. That's simple. And as you can see, it took less than 5 minutes. And like I said, over a period of time, that can save you hundreds of dollars. And I'd like to thank you all again for our first segment and hope to see you in the near future for another household tip.